Have you ever looked at a star and thought you knew everything about them? Well, think again. Because what we're about to reveal will completely change the way you see Bai Lu. Before we dive into this emotional and shocking revelation, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another moment of truth, emotion, and unforgettable stories from the world of CDrama. Now, let's begin this breathtaking journey. It all started with a video that wasn't meant to see the light of day. A soft golden light filled the room, cameras rolling silently as Bai Lu stood in front of an old wooden piano. Her hands trembled at first, her eyes distant, almost as if she were searching for someone in the memories that surrounded her. Then she took a deep breath, and everything changed. The moment her fingers touched the keys, time seemed to stop. The melody that followed wasn't just music, it was emotion in its purest form. Every note carried weight, every pause spoke louder than words. The crew watching from behind the camera froze. None of them had known she could play, let alone play like that. It was a side of Bai Lu no one had ever seen, graceful, raw, and heartbreakingly real. As the song unfolded, small glimpses of her journey began to shine through the lyrics she whispered between chords. The words weren't written for a show, nor rehearsed for any audience. They came straight from the depths of her heart. And somewhere in those trembling whispers, she mentioned names that stirred deep emotion, people who had been part of her silent battles, and her quiet victories. When the unseen footage was finally discovered by a close friend who had once worked on one of her early projects, the reaction was overwhelming. The clip spread among a few insiders first, each of them stunned by what they saw. But what truly shocked everyone wasn't just her musical gift, it was the emotion behind it, the story that seemed to hide between every note. Some fans believe that the song was written during one of her most difficult times, a period when Bai Lu nearly disappeared from the public eye. Others claim it was a message to someone she lost, a silent goodbye wrapped in melody and tears. Whatever the truth is, the video didn't just showcase her talent, it uncovered her soul. In another part of the unseen footage, Bai Lu was seen painting in silence, her hair tied loosely, the canvas filled with shades of sunset and shadow. What began as gentle brushstrokes soon turned into a storm of color and emotion. The painting wasn't perfect, but it was alive. Every line, every shade seemed to mirror something she couldn't say out loud. And when she finally stepped back to look at it, her expression said everything, a mixture of pain, peace, and release. When her fans saw fragments of the video surface online, the internet erupted. Thousands of comments poured in within minutes. "She's not just an actress, she's an artist of emotions. I never knew Bai Lu carried this much inside her. This changes everything." Suddenly, what was once a secret talent became a global conversation. The CDrama community couldn't stop talking about her depth, her hidden creativity, and the sincerity that poured from her performances. Even those who had worked with her in the past began to share their own stories. A co-star once revealed that Bai Lu used to hum quietly on set between takes, creating melodies that seemed to reflect the mood of her character. Another director mentioned that she often stayed late after filming, sketching small portraits of the cast and crew as a way of expressing gratitude. None of them thought much of it then, but now, those small moments hold enormous meaning. The footage closes with one unforgettable scene. Bai Lu stands in front of a window as the sun sets, her reflection blending into the warm light. She looks calm, but her eyes shimmer with a quiet ache. The music fades, the screen turns dim, and only her voice remains. "Sometimes," she says softly, "the truest parts of us are the ones we never show." And just like that, the world saw Bai Lu not as the glamorous star they adored, but as a woman of quiet strength, hidden talent, and untold emotion. If you think you've seen all that Bai Lu can do, think again. Because behind every role she plays, every smile she gives, lies a universe of creativity still waiting to be uncovered. So what do you think? Was this her way of saying goodbye to a past she outgrew, or the beginning of something entirely new? One thing is certain, the unseen footage didn't just reveal her secret talent. It revealed the real Bai Lu, and the world will never look at her the same way again. When the first clip leaked online, it was just a glimpse, Bai Lu standing in a quiet rehearsal room, her hair tied back, her expression calm but focused. No makeup, no spotlight, no camera crew. Just her and a faint melody echoing through the hall. The video cut off before anyone could understand what was happening. But that was only the beginning. Hours later, a longer version surfaced. It wasn't filmed by a reporter or paparazzi, but by someone who clearly knew her well. The footage began with Bai Lu sitting by an old piano, her fingers hovering over the keys like she was waiting for something deep inside her to wake up. Then she started playing. Not a pop song or a drama theme, but a haunting classical piece that carried both sorrow and peace. Every note felt like a story she had never told, and every pause carried emotions that no script could ever describe. People watching said it felt like listening to her soul speak. But that wasn't all. As the music faded, Bai Lu began to hum softly, her voice trembling, then rising, steady, graceful, and full of pain and beauty. No one knew she could sing like that. The internet went wild. Fans flooded her page, asking how long she had been hiding this talent, while others started connecting the song to her past roles, suggesting that maybe every tear she shed on screen had come from the same emotional place. But then came the part that stunned everyone. Near the end of the clip, a second figure appeared in the reflection of the piano, someone familiar, yet unexpected. It was Xinyu. She wasn't there as an actress or a co-star. She was quietly standing in the background, eyes glistening, recording the moment. Then she whispered something softly, barely audible, but clear enough for the subtitles to pick up. "They'll finally see the real you." Fans couldn't believe it. The two actresses who were often rumored to compete against each other were now revealed to share something deeper, a friendship built on trust, emotion, and artistry that went beyond the screen. And it didn't stop there. In another unseen angle, Bai Lu stood up after finishing the song, turned toward Xinyu, and laughed softly. "I used to play this when I was scared to dream," she said. "Now I play it when I'm ready to begin again." That one line sent waves across the internet. Millions began sharing the clip, using the hashtag #BaiLuRevealed, while fans across the world started translating the quote into dozens of languages. Soon after, Miles Wei joined the discussion. He reposted the video with a simple caption, "She always had it in her." That single sentence reignited curiosity about their connection. Was he the one who encouraged her to share it? Some speculated that the piano scene was filmed in his private rehearsal space, while others believed Xinyu was the one who discovered it first. Behind the scenes, a source close to the team revealed that the moment wasn't meant for public eyes. It was recorded months ago, during a quiet evening after a long day of filming. Bai Lu had been struggling with self-doubt, questioning her direction, and it was Xinyu who convinced her to play again. That session, now viral, was never supposed to be uploaded. But somehow, it found its way out, and it changed everything. Days later, Bai Lu finally addressed it in an emotional interview. She smiled faintly before saying, "That was a piece of me I thought I'd lost. I didn't think anyone would care to see it." Her words felt simple, but the emotion behind them was immense. It wasn't just about talent, it was about rediscovery, healing, and the courage to be seen again. The interviewer asked, "Why now? Why let the world see this side of you?" Her response silenced the room. "Because sometimes, the parts we hide the longest are the ones that make us who we are. I didn't plan to show it. But maybe it was time." From that moment on, fans began calling her the hidden star, a name that symbolized her ability to shine even when no one was watching. She became a symbol of quiet resilience, proof that even behind the brightest lights, there are stories still untold. As the video continued to circulate, a final unseen clip was released, one that no one expected. It showed Bai Lu sitting at the piano again, but this time she wasn't alone. Xinyu sat beside her, and together they played a gentle duet. The camera shook slightly as if the person recording was trying to hold back tears. When they finished, Bai Lu turned, smiled, and said, "This is for everyone who forgot what it feels like to begin." The world fell silent. No controversy, no drama, just raw emotion and artistry. That moment became one of the most talked about clips of the year. Celebrities reposted it. Fans created edits. And what started as an unseen piece of footage became one of the most inspiring stories in modern C-drama history. And now, as the world keeps rewatching that moment, one truth remains: Bai Lu's secret talent wasn't just about music or performance. It was about rediscovering herself, embracing vulnerability, and showing that true beauty often lives in the moments no one is watching. Because sometimes, the most unseen parts of us are the ones that speak the loudest. Clapperboard if you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exclusive emotional stories and behind-the-scenes truths from your favorite C-drama stars. You never know which hidden moment might be revealed next.